Oh yeah, the runway is empty and we are clear for takeoff. Welcome to that Good Experience podcast, a show where related minds talk about related interests in music, culture, and more. Join me, Marcus, along with Kimmy and Byron as we take you on a ride. You may want to buckle up. There's some turbulence ahead. Oh yeah, back once again for another spin. It's the Good podcast. I thank everybody for being along for the ride, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get started, I have to do something. I have to pay homage to one of our fallen soldiers. General Colin Powell passed away Monday, October the 18th at the age of 83. As most of you will all know, General Powell was a fixture not only in American culture, but as also African-American culture. He was the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, also our first Black Secretary of State, and probably should have been our very first Black president, but that's neither here nor there. You know, we thank you for his contribution to our culture and to the United States of America. Again, rest in peace, Colin Powell. Now let's get into it, y'all. I know I can't do this without my cousin co-host, Kimmy Brown. What's going on?
Marcus, darling, thank you. This is Kimmy Brown. We're coming in from all over the United States. And our other co-host, Mr. Byron B-Note Brown. How you doing today?
I am excellent. Good morning, fam. Good morning, world. Coming from DC and ready to go.
Ready to go indeed. Yo, we keep it going. We're in the middle of going. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another special guest in the building with us. He is tearing up the chart. He's got a new single called Biggest in the City. Also, his single Done With You is streaming all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Trevor PRice is in the building, and we're going to kick it with him. But before we do that, we got to get into what's good. And so let's check into that. So Byron, tell me what's good, buddy.
All right. What's good? I'll tell you what's good. The harder they fall is what's good. It's a hardcore, action-packed, James Samuel directed Western film starring Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba, Regina King, Joshua Beats, Lakeith Stanfield, and Delroy Lindo. This is the kind of old-fashioned Western to get behind because it's a tale of indulgence, violence, and revenge. We're talking all of the ingredients of a good old Saturday afternoon Western, but set on an all-star Black cast that delivers the drama and hijinks. The Harder They Fall premieres on Netflix on November 3rd. That's what's good on my end. Kimmy, what's good?
I'll tell you what's good. The final chapter of Issa Rae's acclaimed HBO series Insecure premieres October 24th. We finally see if Molly and Issa finally bury the hatchet and what is going to happen with the love triangle between Lawrence, Issa, and Condola. I call her Conquistador. Again, this debuts tomorrow or October 24th, so don't miss it. Another thing that's good. It's for the first time in 15 years, Miss Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, and Proswell took the stage September 22nd after 15 years apart to start their world tour to mark the 25th anniversary of The Score, one of their best albums. Tickets are on sale now on Fugees.com, but yes, again, the Fugees are back on tour. And what's good on your end, Marcus?
I'll tell you what's good on my end. King Richard, starring Will Smith, follows the life and times of Venus and Serena Williams, who came from unlikely backgrounds to dominate the tennis world, and it'll be appearing in theaters November 19th. Also, what's good is Halloween Kills. Michael Myers returns in this horror as vigilante Laurie Strode fights through pain to inspire other residents of Haddonfield, Illinois, to rise up against Myers. Good luck with that. It's in theaters right now. Also, what's good? The Georgia Bulldogs are the number one team in the nation, ladies and gentlemen. They defeated Kentucky last week. And if anybody got something... One more time, Byron. One more time. Exactly. So if anybody got something to say, hey, let me know right now, okay? Georgia Bulldogs, number one team in the nation, all right? So let's get it started without further ado, ladies and gentlemen. I told you we got another special guest in the building. Yo, he is from the small town of Blakely, Georgia, who all of our roots derive from. He's overcome a lot of adversity, rising through the top. He started off as a comedian, did a little dabbling in acting, and now he's putting his hand in the music biz. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Trevor PRice. What's good, Trev?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm glad y'all had me. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I hope y'all doing all right today. Everything is amazing. God is great. We're breathing. We're being creative. We're implanting our feet in the culture for the next generation to come behind. I mean, life can't get no better.
Absolutely, Trev, man. Again, we want to say congratulations on all your success. Done with you. It's spinning, like I said, around the nation. I think you made some hits over in California, Texas, New York. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, so right now the song is streaming on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, of course, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Sirius Radio, iHeartRadio, and it's also on the radio stations in Texas, Los Angeles, New York, Georgia, Florida, Alabama. I posted I released the song about a month ago now on YouTube, and right now, oh gosh, it's picking up steam like I never could imagine. It's really resonating with people. It's a great feeling.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations on that. Now, Trev, let's talk about humble beginnings. Of course, we know that you grew up in Blakely, Georgia. Tell us a little bit about what that was like for you.
Yeah, so, of course, coming from Blakely, Georgia, we got 7 red lights, guys. I don't know if y'all ever just took the time to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So,
never knew that.
Yep, literally. Yep.
I thought it was just one.
7. So, this is the time where, everybody know everybody. You see, people at the store, hey, how your mama and them? How you doing? I grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents been married over 32 years now. Valerie and William PRice. I just thank them for providing for me and to make sure I always had a warm place to lay my head. I always had a meal. I definitely didn't grow up hard. I grew up learning the value of a dollar and seeing 2 hardworking people come together and make it work for a family unit. So it was an amazing time, growing up as a youth, playing sports, the baseball, football, basketball. Blakely is a great place to raise your kids. So, we never had to experience, thank God, a lot of the things that the bigger cities have to deal with, a lot of the problems. I guess you can kind of say we were sheltered. Maybe we were kind of behind, because we're in the country.
No, I would disagree that you were sheltered. Yeah, Blakely,
I would say
provides.
I say sheltered because now my household was strict. Like, I wasn't able to go out and gallivant in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I probably wasn't able to just really hang out until I turned 18. And I probably had a curfew then,
That's
to come to mama's house anyway. So she was like, when you grow, you pay your own bills. You can come to your own house whenever you want to. Take the time. So when you come in my house, you better be in the house by just say 12 o'clock. If you come in at 12:01, it's some smoke.
But let's be real. All of us either visited Blakely during the summer or lived in Blakely. It's different.
It's very different, especially when you travel more places. Just per se, in the grocery store, we walk by people. Hey, how you doing? You doing all right? When you're riding by people, you wave. You say, "Excuse me," common courtesy is, Southern hospitality. When you go other places, it's not really a warmer feeling like that.
Yeah,
it's definitely a different world.
Absolutely. Now, also, Trevor, you talked about your father. Now, your father made history a few years back. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so in 2012, he became the first African-American sheriff that our county in Early County, and the city is Blakely, of course, and it consists of several other unincorporated cities. He became the first African-American sheriff to ever be voted in, and he still holds that title to today.
Absolutely. Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
Amazing.
Yeah. Kim?
So, here's a question. Trevor, are we related? Because I figured everybody in Blakely was related to me.
Listen,
exactly.
When you talking about Damascus, Arlington, Blakely, you got Cedar Spring, we probably are. My granddad is Jeffrey Robinson. I know on his end, he has 22 kids. So, yeah, the family tree stretches, buddy.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the family tree, I think I heard you on an interview a couple of days, maybe a week or so ago, talked about how your grandmother Was she one that owned the record store in Blakely?
Yes, Miss Irene Williams, and she lives in Damascus. You know, that's where the majority of my family is from. So shout out to Damascus.
All right. Now you also talked about how you saw the process. Now we're going way back, how the process of how like the bootleg tapes, the bootleg CDs was made. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I used to, I was one of them kids that was raised by the grandma. You know, when my mom and dad was at work, I had to go to grandma's house. You know, we couldn't really we was too reckless to stay at home by ourselves. So I came up in the era of burned CDs. Mm-hmm. You know, people come to the store. Hey, can you make me this CD? I want this artist, this artist, this artist. And, we used to go on LimeWire, and we used to go through 50 computers because every computer got a virus on it.
You think about LimeWire, do you get a virus?
Yeah.
On top of she was one of the first people around our area. One of the first people that was doing the print press on the T-shirts. This was the graphic T-shirts. You know, they first came out. She had to be. It was a huge print press, and I used to help her make the T-shirts and help her burn the CDs. And she had a whole nice operation going for it. I know 10 plus years.
All right, good deal. Good deal.
Nice.
Good deal. So as far as we know that you started off in the comedy game. At what point did you know you had a gift for the gab? That you could make people laugh.
As a child. I mean, as long as I can remember to talk. My parents, they said I didn't talk till I was probably like 3. They thought I was gonna be a mute.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, and then when they got me started talking, I wouldn't shut up. So, it was just I remember vividly. I was about 6 at the time, and we're at Willis Grove Baptist Church in Damascus, and the preachers stood up and asked, well, do anybody have anything to say, any testimony, testimony out. So me being a 6-year-old little kid, got my little bow tie on, my big head, my mom put Vaseline all over my face. I stood up and I said, I got something to say. So the church was packed. Listen, man, and, so if a child say you got something to say, of course the whole, church face lights up. The kid is, participating in the spirit and stuff. And the man, he said, "What do you have to say, Mr. PRice?" He called Mr. PRice. I stood up and I looked around at everybody. I said, "Papa was a Rolling Stone."
No, you didn't.
When I tell you, the whole church bust out, and my mama grabbed me and pinched me so hard, and they said, "Oh no, baby, no, baby, no." And, oh man, like.
Trevor, I have a question. I mean, at that young age, that seemed natural, but who inspired you or influenced you as a comedian?
Oh, man. So, Sanford & Son, Martin Lawrence, I love Dave Chappelle, Paul Mooney, Kevin Hart, of course. He's top tier right now. Mike Epps. I grew up watching The Fridays, the Harlem Nights, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. I mean, Charlie Murphy, the list goes on. So I wasn't much filtered around me as a child. I pretty much got to watch and listen to anything I wanted. It played out to the advantage they got now, but so I was able to see a whole bunch coming up.
So I know I have a question. How did it feel when you first heard your music on the radio?
Like a dream, because I used to always. That was the thing. Before people started doing Bluetooth and internet radio, all you had to do was listen to the radio for the new music. You had 106 in Park. You go outside and turn on 92.1, 96.3. Where we from, and that's where that's where DJs break the hottest music. So to hear my voice over the radio, it was surreal. It took me a couple of days to grasp it. Like, wow, like God is amazing.
Did you cry?
Awesome. I
Were you able to document it in some kind of way?
The way I found out was a guy recorded it and tagged me in it on the internet, and then people started sharing it, and that's how I seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, so I was with a girl at the time. I said, "Oh, yo, baby, I'm on radio,
I know that word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But Trevor, most people may not know it. The way we know each other, for those who don't know, my mom all the daycare for years and years, and you were one of her students at one point in time. And I think I've shared this with you before that I knew you were going to be a star when you were like 2-3 years old, and you were singing Master P's "I Got the Hookup," and it was it was so funny, y'all, because he sounded like Shorty from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Shorty like. You cheat Dr. Jones. And so Trevor was, Trevor was like, Trevor was like, I got the hookup. How love you with me? That's how he said it.
So I was into all kind of stuff I had no business in, man. And Miss Mandy actually raised Harvard Blakely. Like majority of successful people you see, majority of the successful people that you see in our small community now, I guarantee you they came through Miss Mandy's hands. Like she is definitely a pillar of the community that's, can never be erased.
Yes, I mean, I'm in Columbus, Georgia, and I sent my daughter down there for her to potty train her. So, yes.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. So again, Trevor, thank you for being on the Good with us. Again, this is our platform that we show our appreciation for the music. And this week, since you're a new artist, up and coming artist, our theme this week is going to be new artists for our theme this week. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Where are we going to get started, Kim?
First, since we've been talking about it so much, let's listen to Done With You by Trevor PRice.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm off this Adderall cause I can go to sleep. I'm mixing white and brown, I'm sipping it like lean. My brother rolling weed, my cousin on them beats. Trying to drive my pain away, this shit feel like a dream. I'm breaking your leads, so bring me my keys, I'm done with you. And trust me, I know it hurt your pride to find out that I was right. I need your drink on the night, cause girl, I'm through. I'm breaking your leads, so bring me my keys, I'm done with you. And trust me, I know it hurt your pride to find out that I was right. I need your drink on the night, cause girl, I'm through.
Now, Trevor, we talked to Gerald Austin on our last podcast, and one of the things that he said when it came to his music, him singing the music, that he had to know the song, not necessarily lyrically, but just actually knowing, being a part of it, being able to relate to the song. Now, tell us about this track right here. Now, does it come from a personal place, or tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. So I believe in quality over quantity. I never really have problems, thank God, with writer's block because the majority of everything that I write, actually happens in real life. I pride myself in not lying in my music. I don't want to create a false narrative to people who listen to me. So things that I go through, I want to let people know that I'm a human and I go through the same thing that everybody else go through. So it just so happens to resonate. So I try to channel my emotions the best I can and make music as my life progresses, and hopefully you guys can hear the growth as time goes on.
Okay. So the girl put it on you, pretty much in other words, had y'all messed up and
Who was the girl?
Oh man, put a number on me. My dad always told me, son, if you ain't cried, baby, just live a little bit longer. And I said,
yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Love ain't nothing to play with, boy. Listen here. Absolutely. If you ain't never been in love, just wait a little bit. Lord have mercy.
Hey, man,
well, one thing that stood out to me with your song is that you have a very smooth tone in your voice. And so I was just kind of curious what influenced that. Did you get any type of training, maybe in church or anything?
The only training I had is honestly singing in the shower. I tried the church thing, right? So I did the church thing. So when I was about 9 or 10, we had the junior choir. So me being me, of course, I had to run out and sing the song. I got to come off the choir stand. I got to touch people, grab people. I got to really just be eccentric. My mama said, nope, I'm not going to have you up there embarrassing me. Can't do it. So everything pretty much is, was self-taught. We didn't, being from Blakely, you're probably closest vocal coach, I'm sure probably was an Albany or Dothan.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have services like that offered. we didn't really have services like that offered where we're from. So it's honestly it's self-taught.
Absolutely.
Well,
So what made you?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kim.
But since we talked about your influences in comedy, who were your influences in R&B?
All right, so the first time that I actually listened to R&B and paid attention to it was Live Jennings, his first album that he came out with when he got out of prison. To me, that is one of the greatest albums up to date ever. And I knew the album in the 5th grade, front to back, word for word. Jagged Edge. Yep, Live Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So Live Jennings, Jagged Edge, RL, Next, Joe, Anthony Hamilton, Calvin Richardson, Tyrese, you name it. Like, I know it all. I know them all. They all play the part in it. All right.
So that's pretty cool. A nice eclectic mixture of influences for you. But what gave you the push to go step out on faith and like knowing that you started off as a comedian, but what just gave you that extra push to say, hey, I'm gonna try my hand in music?
I look at it like my mama clock in every day at 8 o'clock. 8 9 o'clock she clock in Monday through Friday. So I said, as long as my mama is still working, I consider myself broke. What else you gotta lose? Like we only got one life to live.
Deep. Yeah.
We only got one life to live, man. And you're creative, and you know you have a dream that you want to obtain. You know, I had to make it up my mind to stop chasing the dream and start living it. And the tongue is, you know, there's life and death in the power of the tongue. And what we can do when we put our minds to it and believe in God, like we are truly unstoppable, y'all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I made up my mind that I was gonna do it.
That's awesome. So we're gonna keep the train rolling, Trevor, and we're gonna get into some of your favorite new artists. First up, who we got, Kim?
Well, one of Trevor's selection was Mike Hart. Pull up.
Oh yeah.
Don't wanna be the one to tell you, girl, that you're right. These are my confessions. 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 Swear to tell the truth.
Now he reminds me of Omarion. I'm getting that Omarion kind of feel from him.
Yeah, he does.
He's a smooth cat. Shout out to Mike Hart. Y'all can follow him on Instagram at This Is Mike Hart. He's a very, very humble individual. I mean, he's a hardworking guy. He has a song out Reginae Carter right now called, I believe, a song called Truth. Y'all should go check it out, man. It's amazing. He's really gonna change the game up, and I can't wait for y'all to hear him.
Okay.
Isn't he from Cuthbert?
He is. He's actually from Cuthbert. He's from the 229 area also.
Really? I didn't know that.
Those who don't know, Cuthbert is right outside of Blakely, so
Yeah.
he's another local coming up new artist. Very good.
Oh yeah.
So sound like somebody we should have on the good at some point if things keep going.
Yeah.
So what we got next, Kim?
I believe this is one of your selections. Is that Van Jess Slow Down?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Every day gets shorter. I've been getting longer. Will you make it slow down? Will you make it slow down? Every day gets shorter. I've been getting longer. Will you make it slow down? Will you make it slow down?
Now that was Van Jess Slow Down from the album Homegrown. They consist of sisters Ivana and Jessica. I have no how to pronounce it.
Nwakiki. Uh-huh.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah. But yeah, some of their influences were Michael Jackson, Janet, Escape, SWV. They actually started like in 2011 as part of another project that they did. But the reason why I chose this song, when I first heard it, I thought I heard the elements of Rex and Effects, Rump Shaker, and also KP and Envy, Shorty Swing My Way. I heard those elements in the song, but I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. I was wrong. This song is actually sampled by Lafayette Afro rock band called Dark Soul. Google it.
That's the original. Is that the original track that the other artists used?
I don't know if they used it or not, but when I looked it up, that's the reference that they used. Lafayette Afro rock band.
Now I want to play that sucker right now. Shoot.
I know, right?
I could, but I can't.
but it begin the beginning of the song, it does have that element to it. And so, again, but nevertheless, though, it's a great song, got a nice groove to it. I just like the song, man. Great vocals by those two. It also features Lucky Day, who's another new and up and coming artist as well. Matter of fact, Lucky Day has a song with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
That's out right now that you should check out. So anyway, that was just slow down. Yeah.
Yes. But every time I'm listening to Heart and Soul on Sirius, I hear this song. And when I hear that beginning, I was like, all right, sampling Rex and Effect, but I was wrong. Look at you.
We were all right.
Yeah, this is on heavy rotation, definitely around R&B, adult R&B station formats.
Yeah. All right. So what's next, Kim?
Man.
Uh-oh.
First time I heard this song, I'm like, what?
Yes.
This is the epitome of good. This is Fouché, single AF as fuck.
And I don't see anything wrong. I'm finally moving on. It's such a beautiful thing. I can proudly say I'll say that I'm single as what? Single as single as what? Single as
What? That is Fouché. That was from her 2020 debut. Despite initially being uncredited for her mega viral hit Deep End that took hold of TikTok after being sampled by rapper Sleepy Hollow, she released a proper full-length version going viral again with her name attached. It's a testament to Fouché's talent that her music has persisted through a tumultuous year and countless internet trends. Bottom line, when you have vocals and that creativeness in you like this, that is the epitome of, like I said, good. There you go.
Now, that song makes me want to drink some Casamigos and call somebody that I shouldn't call and make some bad decisions.
Yeah, and that's a voice that should not be silenced. So I'm glad she did what she did.
Absolutely. What I love when Kim put out this list, man, and Kim has some very interesting choices, but nevertheless they're good choices. And this is one of the better ones, right? The best ones that I've liked so far. When I heard this song and she sang it, and I'm thinking to myself, this girl said the word "off" in a falsetto.
You just said the key word. She sang.
She sang it.
In a falsetto.
Yeah. And I love the song. I love the concept. And I couldn't help but think about, this is something probably Prince, had he been still alive.
Definitely a Prince influence. Yeah.
Yeah. He would have written a song like this in this day and age.
He would have. Yes, he would have.
Yeah.
And she would have been one of his proteges. He would have taken her under his wings.
Yeah. Absolutely. Great pick, Kim. What we got next?
Thank you. Now, this is one of Byron's picks. And when I heard it, before I listened to it, I had it on another part of my roster, but then I listened to it and I had to put this right after her because, yeah, I'm liking this one. This is Audrey Nuna.
Don't make me the one to say it, 'cause I can't come down. I'm only human now. I just need some space, space, space. I just need some space, space. I just need some space, space, space. I just need some space, space.
I like it.
Wow.
Well, I'm happy you do because I love Audrey Nuna. I chose her because she's multi-talented. She's multifaceted. She's an American, Asian American, that is, singer, rapper, director. She recently signed to Arista, so her music is finally getting the push that it deserves. She's released over 13 singles, 8 of which were non-album releases over a short period of time. She falls under that category that I consider as a COVID shelved artist, because she was getting that push before the pandemic hit, and things kind of went to the side a little bit. But things are opening back up. She's getting that shine. It's the second single off of her relaunched album, Liquid Breakfast. The very first single was Comic Sans, which featured Jack Harlow, and she was actually rapping on that song. So she dips into multiple genres, mainly the trap and the hip hop. And this is a standout R&B deliverance that I think will definitely push her into many different categories. Give her more shine.
Now, Trevor, how did you like that one?
She say she needs some space, but she made me want to be close to she. That girl sound good. That girl sound good. Oh my God! Like y'all are actually putting me on some stuff. Like I gotta go check her out.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what we aim.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
talk about putting on some stuff now. You are getting ready to release, I think you're in Houston to push a new single called Biggest in the City, correct?
Absolutely. I'm in Houston, Texas right now doing a little promo business, I can't wait for y'all to hear it. Like it's a great song, great energy. I mean, it's a song that really, you can get up and go. You can work out to it. You can listen to it in the club. It's one of them long car trip, them 3-4 hour rides that's gonna keep you up, keep you pumping. Man, I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
Okay, no better time than the present, Kim.
Let's do it. Trevor PRice, Biggest in the City.
I'm smoking strong like Mr. Clean. My dog gon' go, he must be off them beer. When shit got hard, how you turn around and leave? You know I needed you. Yeah, I was on my I gave you all my love, then you gave me bullshit. But now it's better days, I pray for better ways. My pocket's full, I keep these haters out my fucking way. Now I'm the biggest in the city and you know it. How the f you drop the bag, girl, you blowed it. You put a hole in my heart, I never showed it. Now I'm the biggest in the city and you know it.
Would you like to talk about it, Trevor?
I know, right? Is it the same girl?
Well, cut me deep. Cut me real deep. I got at least 300 more songs before I'm over.
Tell her to keep it coming. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope she heard it.
Aspire.
So I'm planning. It's gonna release November 1st on all platforms, and y'all go check it out. Y'all most definitely can resonate to it. If you ever been slept on, if you ever feel like somebody took you for granted, if you ever was mishandled or misused, and you were able to grow from that, and you were able to blossom into the person that you always wanted to be, you can definitely resonate to this.
Absolutely. So is there a particular incident that caused you to feel the way that you feel in that song? I mean, was it a girl incident? Was it like maybe some so-called friends that slept on you? Yeah.
Well, I feel like anybody that's great at something, you of course are talented or gifted, however, whatever term you want to use. I feel like it's always going to be people that doubt you. You know, you can't satisfy everybody. If you do, you're not doing your job. So, you know, there's various instances, you know, throughout life to where I have felt slighted or I have felt like my hard work didn't get recognized. So this applies to a lot of things, you know, looking past even love. Okay. So it's one of them situations to where if you hear it, if the shoe, you know, is big enough or small enough, you can put your foot in it, and you know it is what it is.
Resonate.
Hey, if you're in your feelings about it, what you gonna do?
Hey, Trevor, I see you, man. I know where you're going with this thing. I see you. Okay.
All right. Trevor, quick question for you: are you signed to a label or are you independent?
I am fully
a major label
at the moment.
Okay.
Fully independent. Yes, sir.
Who are the producers that you're working with? Anybody that you want to mention?
So shout out to Out the Woods Records, shout out to John DeMarc, Meet Mister with Block Rights Entertainment. Shout out to the whole 229 area as a whole. You know, if I get into naming names, I forget somebody, and I definitely want to do that. But I mean, guys, the talent that is in the 229 area, when the door finally opens they're gonna bum rush it. Guys, there's some talent in these small towns. I promise you guys, they just need the exposure.
Exactly.
Well, that's a good segue to my next question. What do you think you did differently than a lot of other artists or your friends that made the difference to get you to this point?
A hard head make a soft ass. Excuse my language. So I sat back and studied, you know, the mistakes that a lot of artists have made or are still making. And we also know, too, that money, you know, of course, is important, but people skills, to me personally, can take you places that money never can. So networking is about who you know. So I was gracious enough to be able to make, you know, some beautiful connections in the past 3 or 4 years. And to be able to take those mistakes, because a lot of times people have amazing music, but they're not doing the proper steps that it takes to get it heard. So it's just you know, taking my licks to my chin, you know, little small setbacks here and there, and you know, learning to follow suit with advice that's given from, you know, people that's been through it, or you know, DJs. You got artist management. You got I'm looking for the proper term. Artist development.
A&R.
Take your artist development serious and listen to people that, you know, try to help you, because of course, if you have yourself surrounded by a team, right? A head coach has the best staff around him. You know, he's the face, but you have the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator that's really making things tick. You know, you got the brain, but you need the arms and you need the feet.
That's right. That's right.
So, Trevor, do you get any opportunities to perform live while you're out and about? Have you had any of those type of opportunities?
No, sir. I haven't performed since March. I haven't performed since March.
Okay.
So you know, with COVID, and then us coming out of the COVID, then just having promo runs and other things, just being in the studio so much. I'm just getting my ducks in a row to come out and get ready to start doing performances. Hopefully at the start of the year. You know, I have a very hardworking team. Shout out to them. So hopefully we can, God's willing, you know, get in front of some people and give them the show that they deserve.
Ooh.
Awesome. All right, well, let's keep the train moving, Kim. What we got next?
Well, this will be one of Trevor's selections that he likes. Young Breezy Baby, Stick.
We got to talk about these names, y'all.
Like Jesus, they call me slow. Yeah, they know I'm a country young nigga. They know they can't change how a young nigga flow. Gotta stay down till you come up with no change on your partner. That's just how it go. Yeah, steep. I can't go nowhere without my steep. I be popping my with my steep. Well, how I move steep. I give it my cool. Steep. Stay strapped with it. Steep. You know what it steep. Let go. Hey, let do it. I be popping my shit. Got a whole lot of shit. I be popping. You know I can't stop it. Popping my let drink. Got me feeling. Got me.
All right, Trevor. That's Young Breezy Baby with Stick. Not a lot of information on him. Now, I'm assuming, Trevor, that you know this guy personally, correct?
Yeah. So, Breezy Baby is an artist out of the 229 area. Also, he's also from the Cuthbert Albany area. And I want y'all to remember that name because that kid, oh my God, like he has a gift. He's bad. Yeah. He's bad. He's humble. He's a great kid. He listens. He loves it. He loves the art. He really has a passion for it, and his catalog is nice. And I can't wait for the world to be able to hear it. So he's on tour right now. He's affiliated with Big Jig and Ugly Money Entertainment. So he's currently on tour. He's won a few showcases in the past couple weeks. So he's picking up some steam real heavy. So y'all be on the lookout for him.
All right, good deal. That song itself, "Stick," was actually a little catchy. It was catchy. It's very catchy. I don't think I've heard it on any radio stations yet, but it sounds like something. Once it does hit, it can really make some noise moving forward. So, big shout out to young Breezy Baby. All right, the "Stick." What's next, Kim?
Good question. Trevor, were you thinking of changing your name to a young or a baby something?
Yeah, YFN or
Trevor PRice.
Well, I figured my best bet was to stay with the name Mama gave me.
I think so too.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, just call me Trevor PRice.
Hey, Mama named you Trevor.
Okay.
Your mama named Trevor. I'm gonna call you Trevor.
Yeah. So my daddy want me to name after him, William Charles. My mama said, "Hell no."
What's wrong with William?
Good question.
What's wrong with William, huh?
It ain't too much worse than Trevor. I will say that. So
I do want to throw this question out. Anyone can grab this one. So the youngs, when do you stop calling yourself young? Because if they're blessed with that longevity, when do you become just your name without the young? What age?
They say don't nothing get old but clothes. So that's a good question.
So you're 45 and you're still young?
Good question. Or baby.
Okay, Byron, let me counter that question with this.
Okay.
Do you think Lil Wayne would have the same success he has now if he just went by Wayne?
True that.
Well, that's different from young. That's little. So, you got Lil Kim. So that he's little. That never changes.
Right.
Young changes because of age. You know,
I got you.
Hopefully a little bit wiser, but the littles I can get with because that's more of a stature type of thing. That's on that focus. But young, that's age, and at some point, you can't be 65 saying I'm young. In heart, yes.
Young in heart. So as long
in heart, yes, but.
If they like it, I love it.
I'm like, okay, you young, all right, got it.
I love it too. Hey, what's next, Kim?
All right, I believe this is one of your selections, and that was Moray Quicksand.
Banger, yes, let's go.
Thinking of a plan to get quick bands, falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag on my ass, no quick brand. I was packing on the pound, got my weight up. Hot beef in the streets, had to stay here. Betty Crocker showed me how to bake a cake, bro. Doing that, put everything I love at stake, bro. Since it's just the time with a kickstand. Thinking of a plan to get quick bands, falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag on my ass, no quick brand. I was packing on the pound, got my weight up. Hot beef in the streets, had to stay here. Betty Crocker showed me how to bake a cake, bro. Doing that, put everything I love at stake.
Now, other than our guest today, I don't think I was more excited about an artist than this young man right here. When I first heard this song, I said, this guy is something special. First of all, it comes from his album, Street Sermons. Moray was born in North Carolina. This particular song, Quicksand, peaked at number 65 on the top 100 and number 25 on the hip hop and R&B charts. And not just this song, he's had several songs on his album that really is just a great quality of work. But talking about Moray, the artist, the fact that he can interchange, and I know y'all don't want me to mention Drake. All right, I know that just sparks a whole nother debate. All right, but to me,
with Drake.
Listen, I'm not in love with Drake. Just hear me out on this one now. Drake, I think he's an actual better rapper than he is a singer. All right,
to me
he's not a singer.
I think it's the other way around.
I think he can hold a great tune and he knows his limit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in his own capacity,
We're gonna get deep in a minute if we keep going. You know what I'm gonna say? Swagger Jacker, Craig David,
Mother Central, man.
Craig David.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, Moray. Okay.
Mhm.
To me, he can interchange either one of them. He's just as good as a singer as he is a rapper. And the only other person in the music business that I know that I can say that about was Lauryn Hill.
Thank you. This is first thought that I came to.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought of Bone Thugs and Harmony with him, with this song, with the flow, how it rides the beat. For some reason, Bone Thugs and Harmony with this flow on this particular song, how he was singing it came to mind. But I can see the Lauryn Hill influence as far as jumping from R&B into the hip hop flow. But
no one has been able to match the way Lauryn Hill did it, not even herself.
Right.
So shout out to Lauryn Hill, one of the best who ever did it.
Absolutely. Trevor, what you think about the song?
I mean, when I first heard it, I seen the visual the first time I heard it. So the visual combined with the song, I was like, this short, chubby guy with all this personality, and he can sing, and he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
I've heard him. I heard his double XL Cypher, and I've heard a couple other songs he's made. He just came out with a song with Mo3, rest in peace. To him, and that cat is tough, man. He got a long time. He gonna be here for a minute.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you a question, Trevor. Now, is it possible, as much airplay as Quicksand got, do you think that kind of takes away from the album sales? Maybe kind of like burning the artist out too quick. Is that possible in this business?
I don't think it's possible to burn them out too quick. Well, it is, but I don't think that could do it. I think it can maybe give the impression that it's a one-hit wonder type of impression, maybe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right.
Like, you play it so much to the point you think that's the only song that it got. But, that also comes with making radio-friendly music. Okay. You got club bangers, you got bedroom bangers, you got radio bangers. So, it all just depends on, what you shoot for.
Mm-hmm.
And with how the industry has changed so much with the streaming, I am curious to see what your mindset is around that, since the music industry has changed as far as the marketing is concerned, relying heavily on social media to get those promotions out, and basically the artists themselves to promote themselves in a sense. Yeah, I'm curious what your mindset is around all of that with your approach to your music.
So back in the day, you had people like Eminem and T-Pain, I definitely remember. And hundreds of other artists, they said they sell CDs out their trunk.
Mm-hmm.
You just go around with posters. You just have to put the posters on the on the telephone post, and you have to go around passing a lot of things out. To me personally, as time has went along, digital era has took over so much to the point I can sit at the house and press a button and I can reach 100 cities. So I think it can be an advantage because, for one, in order to sell CDs out your trunk, you got to first have a car. It's a lot of artists that's really getting. It's a lot of artists that's really getting from the mud. But one thing we all have access to is Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it makes it easier on a lot of artists. That's trying to that's very up and coming. So you have to deal with the right people. Of course, there are, get your marketing team. That can help you navigate through this digital world, because it makes it easier on you. It really does.
Okay. All right. So what's next, Kim?
So I believe we are at one of my other favorites, and this is Anna Hughes, Icarus.
How did I get so close? Probably God only knows. Saw the signs, still I go. Done it all on my own.
Another melodious R&B crooner, Vanna Hughes' Icarus, coming off the release of her debut collection near the end of 2020. R&B artist Vanna Hughes is ready to take her work to new heights. Last year, the Pasadena, California-based act drew attention from the likes of Tyler, the Creator, and Earl Sweatshirt for her immersive, visually stunning videos and soaring dynamic voice on singles like Icarus and Notice Me. Her debut release, which brought together singles from a period of Vanna's life, wasn't intended as a complete concept album. Rather, it represents a step in Vanna's journey of learning how to trust herself, a theme that's proven captivating in all of her vibrant work. How do we like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we saying?
I
I love it.
My thing, what sticks out to me is the name of the song, Icarus. The reference to the Greek mythology person with the guy with the
wax wings.
Wax
wings. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was
close to the sun.
Yeah, exactly. So I like to play on that name right there. As I was listening to the song, I was trying to think of somebody who she sounded like, and I couldn't think of anybody.
It's Fantasia. I thought it was Fantasia when she first came on.
Really?
You talk Fantasia?
Yeah, I listened. It's Fantasia, and I was kind of catch on. And then it was a break in the song when she talked about, her mother said, what she said. That's when she caught me. I was like, okay, wow, it really sounded good. She caught me toward the end.
Okay, so you see a similarity in Fantasia. Now that's saying a lot.
FKA Twigs for me.
Who?
FKA Twigs.
Okay.
I think it's not as rough as Fantasia's voice can get.
Right.
So, but I can feel where you're going at with that one. But yeah. See, and plus, as you can see, us brown folk can read. We know what Icarus is.
We paid attention in class, yeah.
We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, absolutely. So what's next, Kim?
All right, another one from the Heart and Soul on Sirius XL, Mahalia.
Thank you. Ain't nothing without me. I'm nothing without you. There's too much history. Yeah, we got something good, but I'ma set you free. You won't be gone for good. No, I'm not worried. So whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Love you if you let me. You'll see me. You'll never forget me. Let's be clean. Whenever you're ready, come back to my loving more.
Now, if you don't know what song she's sampling, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Montel Jordan's Get It On Tonight.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And she follows that same vein that a lot of artists are doing, and it's referencing the throwback hits from the 90s, which I really, really love their take on that. And Mahalia, I think, is one of those artists that we will be hearing a lot more from. She's actually been in the game since 2015, but she didn't really start charting here in the United States until mid-2019. She's a British singer, songwriter, and actress.
She's British?
She's British, yeah.
Wow,
Her breakthrough single was What You Did, which was actually a duet with Ella May. And it broke the charts here in the United States in 2019. And she was on that platform, just like Audrey Nuna, to get that real good push. But then, as we know what happened, the world came to a standstill. A beautiful young lady. She's 23 years old, as a matter of fact, British, Irish, and of Jamaican descent. Whenever You're Ready is a second single from her to be announced sophomore release. It's not even on the same album as the first single, What You Did, but it's making a lot of noise. And all of her singles that she's released so far, she's got some very good video treatments for them, and you definitely want to check her out if you've never heard of her before.
Not just that, you got to think about her name, Mahalia.
I know, right? Who else is named Mahalia?
Yeah, and
back in the 50s.
Mahalia
the hell if
Jackson.
I know.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I will tell y'all got down with that one. Now, y'all definitely put me on. Y'all got to email me them names. Y'all got down with that one. And, you know, you probably show the movement. You know, you can't control it. It's just rhythm. I like that.
Now, Byron. Now, was she sampling Montel Jordan or was she sampling Da Brat? How do you like it?
Oh,
So, actually, the Brat sampled Montel Jordan because Montel Jordan's song was out before the Brats.
You're probably right.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think Montel was out in the 90s. The Brat was like close to 2000.
That particular single may have come out close.
Yeah, it was late 90s, I think, for the Brat, wasn't it?
Okay. Cool. All right. So what's next, Kim?
Okay, this would be, I believe, one of Trevor's, and that's YSN. Trap that.
They got them daggum names again.
I know, right?
Make a brick out of brick, now that extra. Yeah, back to the trap like I'm bike roll. That's like extra brick, get it brain blow. Yeah, it ain't a hood that I can't go. Come through dripping like a raincoat. It trap. I'm bringing the trap back. 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 Ayy, I'm bringing the trap back. I'm bringing the trap back. I'm bringing the trap back. I'm bringing the trap back.
I brought the trap back, walk with a Glock in my backpack. Mayor, I don't need no.
Now, did the trap ever leave?
Trevor, did the trap leave?
You say did the trap leave?
The trap ever leave? He said he's bringing the trap back. Did the trap ever leave?
Hell no. Listen, in every city, it's a, you know, they gets busy. So YSN Trap and YSN Silent are from Columbus, Georgia. Good group of guys, man. Very, very gifted. They signed with Austin and Empire. They got songs out right now with YFN Lucci, Fujiano. He signed with 1017. They got songs with Young Dolph. And they're coming from Columbus, and you know,
for real,
Columbus is like a war zone. Like right now, like prayers up for them. Like they got a lot going on in the city. So for two guys to be able to come, you know, from where they come from, be able to, you know, make the move that they're making right now, is, you know, it's amazing to me. So I love the music. I've been around YSN Trap a couple times. You know, we communicate over social media and stuff. You know, he's a busy guy, but I'm a big fan of their music. So I pray they continue to keep going and stay safe.
Yeah, I live in Columbus as we speak, and you're absolutely right. Not to get too far into it, but my nieces and nephews live in a not so safe area, and one of my nieces, she wouldn't even sleep in her bed anymore because of gunfire outside. So
wow,
you're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, Columbus is for real. Oh,
and once upon a time, Columbus was. I remember reading in a textbook. A social studies textbook that Columbus was at one point was the safest city in the United States, and probably more so towards the fact that it was a military town, and that's the part that kind of amazes me as well. It's a military town. You would think with all the military that live in the Fort Benning area, you'd think it wouldn't be as such, but however, it is the truth. You know, Columbus is one of those cities that's really making news for the wrong reasons. So. Again, but that was a great
Columbus
song.
has potential, though. It has potential. We just need to figure out what the problem is. But
absolutely,
there you go.
Absolutely. What's next, Kim?
All right, I believe it's one of your favorites, Rod Wave.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Tombstone ain't burying me. By the river they will carry me. Finally I'll be resting in peace. Finally I'll get to fly away somewhere someday. So they need off cut they lane since they love saying my name. Make sure you write the truest in the game on my tombstone ain't burying me. By the river they will carry me. Finally I'll be resting in peace. Finally, yeah.
That was Tombstone by Rod Wave from the album Soulfly. This is one of his biggest hits to date. It's made number 11 on the top 100, number 5 on the hip hop and R&B charts. the Florida-born rapper, did his thing on this one. And this song gives me the creeps a little bit, because I don't want to.
Why?
I don't want to wish nothing bad on anybody, but it's kind of like one of those songs. Like, it's almost, this song comes out.
It's a morbid. You think it's morbid?
What do you mean by morbid? What do you mean?
Morbid, like talking about death or whatever.
Yeah.
And then suicidal or something.
Yeah, and then thinking that something might happen, and then they'll start playing this song even more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a great song. It's got a great vibe to it. I really like it. And Rod Wave is really making some strides in the music business. Now, Trevor, you actually covered one of Rod Wave's songs. Which one was that?
Heart for Sale. It was the song Heart for Sale that he made a couple years ago. Back in, I believe it was 2018, 2019. I really liked the song.
Okay. Yeah, one of those songs that the girl had you going through some things, so you had to let it out, huh?
Every time I think about it, just Lord, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of your songs are about that.
It's therapeutic. It's therapy. You gotta get it all out.
Yeah.
So I got a good imagination.
So like, were you in a relationship with Sunshine from Harlem Nights or something?
I know, right?
You know what?
They're cold-blooded.
Yeah.
You know what came to my mind when I heard the song? For some reason, I could hear him singing this over an Afrobeat. That would be a hot remix.
Really?
I think he could, jump between genres with his vocal styling easily. Yeah.
Okay. Sound like something maybe when you're doing one of your
a mashup or something.
A mashup in your B-Note Sound Lounge. Shout out.
Add to the B-Note Sound Lounge.
Yeah. Yeah, great song. I definitely love this one. Rod Wave doing his thing. Continue striving. What's next, Kim?
This will be another one of my picks. A newbie called Arlo Parks with the song Caroline.
Love that.
Thank you kindly. Arlo Parks, Caroline. She is actually from South London and had a whirlwind of a year in 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020. She released single after massive single, performed at the virtual Glastonbury Experience, and was named BBC's Introducing Artist of the Year at only 20 years old. The poet turned musician is coming into her own in a big way as she gears up for the release. Collapsed in Sunbeams, her debut album dropping January 29th. She reminds me of, remember that artist that kind of sounded like Erykah Badu? What was her name?
Which song does she have out?
She was from London also. No, I can't remember her name. But that's what she's very reminiscent of her. She's reminding me of kind of that vibe. It started with a C. I cannot remember.
It started with the what?
The C.
From London? That started with the C?
Yeah. But we'll move on. Anyway. So how do you like it? How y'all feeling it?
Gives me happy vibes, We'll go sit in the park and picnic and listen to it.
That's exactly what I thought about. Sunshine in the Field.
Yeah.
It's like one of those sunny day songs.
Yes, it does.
Sunny day vibes.
I was going to say this. I think this, I don't know if they still do alternative music, but this kind of gave me an alternative vibe as well.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
An alternative vibe. I think this could actually cross over to those charts as well. I mean, it's very happy feeling. I could also see some hippies, back in the 60s, taking acid. What we got next? Because I think we got time for one more. Trevor's got a reservation he's got to make. So what we got next, Kim?
I think we are just about done. First, Giveon, Heartbreak Anniversary.
Very
Is
popular.
that yours?
I get like this every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. 'Cause I remember every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. Do you ever think of me?
Giveon, Heartbreak Anniversary. Yeah.
But that was yours, Byron. He
Yes,
reminded me of Khalid.
Yeah.
Location song? Yeah.
Yeah, Giveon's getting a lot of shine, especially after his feature on the Justin Bieber song Peaches, as we know was a smash hit. Well, Trevor, what you got?
And his feature on one of the greatest to ever do it, Champagne Pop with Drake. The Chicago freestyle. I mean,
Chicago freestyle. Yep.
I met Giveon in California at a t-shirt shop. Humble guy, no security. I mean, he didn't even tell us who he was until the kind of conversation came up. It still wasn't like I'm Giveon. It was like, yeah, my name is Giveon. I got a song with such. You may have heard it. And I mean, like, real cool guy, real nice guy. Shout out to Giveon. Very talented, very gifted.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Byron. I'll wait.
Oh, well, I was going to share a little bit more about the Heartbreak Anniversary. It's charted so far number 16 on the U.S. Billboard Singles Chart, number 3 on the Billboard R&B, number 30 on the Adult Contemporary, as well as charts in 6 other countries. So it's a big single for him since he's been an artist since 2018, but he's charted over around 11 singles alone since 2020. And he's released 2 EPs, Take Time and When It's All Said and Done, which was nominated for a Grammy for Best R&B Album. So earlier this year, he released When It's All Said and Done, Take Time, which is a compilation of both EPs. And he also noted, let me just say this before you say something, Marcus, his sole influence was Frank Sinatra. He said Frank Sinatra's bellowing voice inspired him to sing. I found that quite interesting.
Frank Sinatra was a very good singer.
Yeah, he was. I hate to be, the yang to the yin on this podcast. All right. Now, when I first heard this song, I thought it was okay, cool. Nice mellow beat, good vocals and everything. But the radio station just kept playing and kept playing and it kept playing and it kept playing it. And after a while, like, man, come on, man, go do some push-ups.
Oversaturation.
Go do some push-ups or something, man.
This doesn't represent what he really puts out, though. Because I mean, if you listen to his music, you'll be like, okay, you can see why it crossed over. But
right. And like I said, I'm not going to ever bash anybody. I'm all for uplifting artists, especially Black artists. You know what I'm saying? I want to do well, but this particular song just has gotten on my nerves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for something else.
Like the day that I met you, the day we last forever.
Exactly.
But it's oversaturation. I don't know. I understand how some radio stations don't understand that it will get to a point where a song that we really like is going to really get on our nerves because we hear it every 10 minutes. Good.
Yeah. That's with most stations now, though, because they have that playlist and it's the same 10 songs that you on rotation every 30 minutes. So it's like, we're starving and thirsty for something that stands out.
And that's why we started. We got that good.
Yeah, indeed.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude
this. One more song.
We do?
Yeah, it's one of Trevor's songs.
Oh, my bad. You got time, Trevor?
Oh, yeah. I got time for one more.
Okay, let's go.
And before I play that, the Arlo Parks singer, Corinne Bailey Ray, that's who I was thinking of.
Corinne, yes. Yeah, of course. Yes.
I did not remember her name to save my life.
And I couldn't remember it either.
I thought you were going to pick it up, Byron.
I needed more hints.
All right, so this is D-Lo, Block Hot.
Hey, by the way, 3BTB, let's go. Slow down, you got the block hot. Why? Cause I run with stepper. Fairly trappers and drop out. Slide in the Benz, the creek, take the doors off the Jeep, the pop out. Don't internet beef. That shit that get you put on false fire. They gon' drill to this shit. So tell the janitor to bring the mop out. Slow down, you got the block hot. Why? Cause I run with stepper. Fairly trappers and drop out. Slide in the Benz, the creek, take the doors off the Jeep, the pop out. Don't internet beef. That shit that get you put on false fire.
Yes.
Now that's hot.
That
I can appreciate bars.
Yeah,
There are bars in that song.
Yeah, there are much bars. Yeah, and
D-Lo is from D-Lo's actually from Blake. D-Lo
whose
is from
mom
Blakely.
is? Whose mom is?
You know what? I'll actually get you that. I'll actually get you that information. You know, on the back end. D-Lo's actually from Blakely. Right, Blakely, Duncanville, the Florida area. He's very, very humble guy, very gifted. He dabbles in comedy, also acting. He's very multi-talented guy. He's gonna make an imprint. Like, I can't wait. And if you notice, all these guys are from the southern area that I've been playing. So that's something that I want to be able to do, is open up the doors for those guys to be able to run through it. And there's plenty more. Trust me, it's plenty more. I wish the show can last 4 or 5 hours. I can let y'all hear so many. But in due time, like, very gifted young man. So shout out to D-Lo.
Absolutely. Again, like I said, that was another great song. Got a real catchy beat to it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll be hearing more from this guy as well. Again,
Marcus, I'm sorry to cut you off. Can I ask Trevor one question?
Yes, sir.
What would you describe your sound?
I would say trap soul. Trap soul.
Okay.
I definitely I have some songs for the ladies that's slow. I have some songs for the grown folks that's R&B, that they can resonate too. But I definitely feel like trap soul is more my lane.
You've heard it here for the first time. Trevor PRice is starting a new genre, trap soul.
Actually, I think Bryson Tiller had an album.
He had an album called
Trap
Bryson
Soul.
did have an album called Trap Soul.
There's all of those artists, they fall under trap soul kind of.
Nope, it's Trevor's.
It's Trevor's. Yeah, it is.
We'll go in there.
All right. Hey, Trevor, man, listen to me, man. We are definitely so very, very proud of you and what you've accomplished and what you're going to accomplish. Now, you're a rare breed, man, and you're a comedian, actor, singer. And when I think about those 3 things, there's only 2 people that come to mind. That's Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx. And that's how I see you, man. Not quite there, but you're heading in that direction. You're getting there. You're getting there. And,
doing the work.
You really
we
are.
wish you even more success than the Jamie Foxx and the Eddie Murphys. You have that potential. You'll go far.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
You got the foundation for sure.
Yes, you did.
And like I was telling from the South, I say Mr. and Miss a lot, so y'all have to please excuse me.
No, you're fine.
Like I was telling Marcus on the phone, like you guys' platform is a blessing and it's growing so much. And I hope that I'm important enough to be able to get on 10 years from now. But you guys are doing something from our area that's never been done. Y'all are making history, whether y'all know it or not. Y'all are giving artists a platform to be able to be seen and be heard. And reach an audience that a lot of guys probably never imagined reaching. So thank y'all guys so much for having me, man. And y'all continue to be creative, continue to bring your own flavor to the game, dog. Like, this is an amazing platform. I love hearing y'all talk. I've been keeping my eyes on y'all for a minute. And I don't see nothing but amazing things for every one of y'all. So and thank you so much. I can't thank y'all enough.
You know what?
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Trevor. That's the second episode in a row. Somebody said something monumental. Like I said, we had Gerald Austin on our last episode, and these were his words. He said there were only 3 times in life where he had an interview where it wasn't like scripted, where he could kind of be free. And that was a reporter in France, Donnie Simpson from BET, and this podcast right here. So for you to say
that, if I cut you off, and for the ones that's watching, This was not scripted. I can vouch. This was not these. They actually have real chemistry. They actually have real relationships. This is real. This is off the head right here. So I'm very impressed.
All right, we thank you so much. Again, Trevor PRice, up-and-coming artist, comedian, actor. His new single, "Biggest in the City," comes out when? Give it to him again.
Biggest in the City comes out November 1st. You got Done With You streaming on all platforms. You guys can find me on Facebook at Trevor PRice. That's TREVOR PRICE. You can find me on Instagram at Trevor PRice Official. TREVOR PRICE. And official, if you can't spell official, then you need to go to school. I'm on Twitter, Trevor PRice Official, and I'm on Snapchat, Funny Ass Trev. That's FUNNYASSTREV. November 1st is coming. Remember the face, remember the name. And thank you guys so much. Thank God. Got some great things coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Trevor.
Thank you for being on the
We
Good
truly
Good.
appreciate you, Trevor.
Absolutely. Y'all be safe.
All right, take care. Yeah.
I like him. I really do like Trevor. And I guess it's a testament to where you come from. You know,
He was raised by Mandy Moses, of course.
Very articulate. You know, approachable, conversational. You know, just well-rounded, and I think he's definitely one that's prepped and ready to take it to the next level.
Exactly.